Hi everybody. Sorry about that. The microphone was muted, so let me restart. So welcome to the special live stream for Disney Magic Kingdoms. I'm joined today by Will, who is the lead feature developer for Disney Magic Kingdoms, and I asked him to join us during the for this live stream because during our last live stream we actually had something a little bit strange happen during the last live stream where Maleficent snuck into the park, and some of you saw it. So as promised, I mentioned that I would talk to the team here and we would look into it. Now, what we've discovered is that Maleficent found her way back into the park, and she is looking to turn the kingdom into the place where nightmares come true. But don't worry, we actually have Will and the team here are well prepared for this, and we have a way to help prevent this from happening. So at this point, I'm going to just give a few shout outs and then I'll turn it over to Will. So I'd like to say welcome to Amy, Rachel, I saw you log in, Connie, welcome to the live stream, Drew, Nikki, Timothy, I see Timothy's here, and we have Christelle and Janine. Thank you so much for joining us. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Will, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Marc-Andre. So let's get right into it. As you can see, we have the tower that Maleficent has built, and she's just looking very menacing right there. And you'll also have noticed that some of the buildings look a little different. These are our cursed buildings, the one with the sort of purple hue on it. These buildings have Maleficent's curse on them. And in order to remove the curse, all you have to do is just simply tap on the building a few times. And each time you tap, you get a few of the new Maleficent coins, which is going to be the main currency that you collect throughout this event. The only downsides to having a cursed building is that you can't collect from the building while they're cursed, not even using Merlin's collector spell.
Perfect. So Maleficent's joined the kingdom. She has built a tower. She's cursing buildings, but we're able to defeat her. Yes. And how would we do that?
Well, we can let's open the menu and find out. As you can see, we have a menu that looks fairly new here. These are all. This is where you're going to be doing most of the work, where you're going to send a bunch of different characters on challenge quests, and these are just sending a bunch of characters to the tower to try and defeat Maleficent. As you can see here, we have a featured collection and a featured character, being Jack Skellington. I don't have Jack Skellington right now, so let's actually get him. We have a store, and as you can see, we've got Jack here. He's going to be the main character that you're going to be trying to unlock throughout the event by buying his tokens in the store.
Perfect.
But as you can see, there are some other characters and items that are available in the store, including Jack Skellington and Jack's house. And then we've also got some other characters going to be available in future chapters. But let's get Jack right now because he's going to be the most useful, at least for this chapter.
Perfect. Yeah. And we'll talk about why Jack Skellington is a special character in a second.
Yeah. Right.
There we go.
So actually, let me just quickly get this quest out of there. All right, so now we have Jack. So we're going to load up our featured character as long as some other characters. So Mickey, Ham, Prince Charming, and Oogie Boogie. And let's all send them to the challenge quest. So there's a bunch of stuff going on right here. You can see that the challenge quest is going to last 2 hours. We also have a rewards point range and a reward coins range near the top of the screen. The coins is going to be how many of the Maleficent coins you're going to get from completing this quest, and the reward points range is going to be how many points you get from completing the quest. And we'll get to the points in a second. Let's just quickly skip this quest right here. So there are coins. We have to get a chest from that as well. One thing you'll notice after finishing the quest is that most of the characters, at least the characters that I used, they're tired. You can only send them on the challenge quest once, and then they tire. There are a few ways to get around that. One of them being the refresh token. So if you want to be able to use that character again, you would have to spend a refresh token in order to get them back into the game so they can be selected again. Another would be, as you can see near the bottom of the screen, we have this Refresh Now button. The Refresh Now button will refresh all of your currently tired characters. However, you can only that button only becomes available to you once per day.
Now, just to be clear, let's say that I send all of my characters and they are all tired. Will they refresh automatically?
No, you have to push the button in order to refresh them.
Okay, so I need to either use the refresh items, the tokens, to untire them, or I need to use the refresh now button.
Yes.
Okay.
That being said, the featured character, you'll notice that Jack Skellington is not tired. Him being our featured character throughout this chapter means that he never tires. You can always use him, no matter how many times you use him in the previous
perfect
challenge list.
And every chapter will have its own featured character.
Yes. Now let's go on to points. So at the top icon is our progress screen. So you can see how much progress you're making in the event. And as you can see, I already have one reward ready to collect. That's just 250 Maleficent coins. And if I continue collecting, I can continue getting more of these rewards, including this last and final reward for the chapter, which is our Nightmare Masks concession stand.
And this is one of the concession stands that we showed during the last live stream. So this is how you can get that concession stand, as well as some of the other ones that we showed.
Yes. So then in the other chapters, you can get the other concession stands that were shown as well. We've got the tiara,
and
stand. Then we've also got the Syndrome wig stand right here.
Now, one thing that we were talking about is the event points range that we can earn. So maybe we can talk a little bit more about that and
Sure.
How characters will impact the number of reward points and reward coins that you will earn.
Okay, so the more characters you send, the higher your points range is going to be. And also, the higher the level of the character, they'll be able to add more points and more and get you more currency as well. So as you can see, we've got Jack Skellington here. We've got the reward points range of between 30 and 156 points, or 5 and 39 coins. But if I add Daisy Duck to this, then we've also got, so you can see that the points range and the reward coins range have gone up.
It increases. Excellent.
Yeah.
And so, just to recap, the higher the level of the character, the more points you'll be able to earn and the more coins that you'll be able to earn. So
Absolutely.
It's important to make sure that you're leveling up your characters as much as possible throughout the event. And just another tip, one thing that Will mentioned is the Refresh Now button. That will refresh all your characters. You can only do that once per day. So you want to make sure that you send all of your characters out and tire them before you hit that Refresh Now button.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. The points are also good for one other thing as well. They're good for the leaderboard. There's going to be a leaderboard during each chapter, and getting the leaderboards, placing high in the leaderboard will allow you to get a exclusive prize. This the Maleficent Horns concession stand.
Perfect.
And yes, and there will be a different leaderboard for each chapter. So they refresh at the end of each chapter.
Great. Now, one thing that we were talking about that we didn't want to forget to mention is how the online play will impact this event.
So due to the nature of this event, you have to be online to continue making progress in the event. If you were to go offline, it won't stop what you've already started, but you will have to you have to go back online to continue playing through the event.
Excellent. Now, the other thing that we wanted to touch on, we saw the refresh tokens. How do we earn those?
So you can get them a few different ways. You can see at the far left of the screen we have a purple-looking quest available for Jack Skellington. This is going to be a quest line that gets unlocked for each chapter, and the prizes. Sorry, that's the wrong button. The rewards that you would get after completing the quests would be a refresh token. So you can see here. There, I got my refresh token, and that's how you can continue earning them. Also, there will be activities that are able to drop the refresh tokens as well.
So any character from the featured IP will allow you to earn refresh tokens?
Yes.
Perfect. Great. Now, I guess one other thing, so I saw some questions. When will the event be starting? The event will start very soon. We'll start next week, so stay tuned for that. And also in the hub, one thing that we didn't show, there's going to be a section to help guide you through as we normally have. So the FAQ and a little bit of a tutorial section here that will tell you how the event works. In case you're confused about a certain area. The other thing is that we'll also have some FAQs posted on Facebook, and that will happen early next week. So we'll have that out for you before the event starts, so that you can read through it, ask questions if you have any. So that will be there for you. Excellent. Now I'm just looking to see if we have any other questions from the community. If you have any questions, let us know. We see some questions about land. And the last live stream, we did address land. We have opened up a section behind It's a Small World. So that will be available for new players. I saw somebody asking whether we'll be able to welcome Maleficent into the park. For this event, that will not be something that you'll be able to do. Definitely, that's something that would be a little bit concerning for me. I don't know if we necessarily want Maleficent walking around in our park. Last time we saw her in the park, it resulted in this huge tower challenge, and so we'll see if we can maybe try to avoid that. See, any other questions?
Someone asked if Jack's the only featured character. No, Jack is not the only featured character. He's the only featured character for Chapter 1, but there will be different featured characters for Chapters 2
Should we show what they are?
We can't actually show what they are on this screen, but the featured characters are going to be the characters that are available in the shop. So Anna will be the featured character for Chapter 2.
Okay.
And we have Mrs. Incredible being the featured character for Chapter 3.
Perfect. And maybe one thing that we can talk about before we go is just the tokens. So the tokens for Jack you will be able to purchase throughout the different chapters. So during Chapter 1, the bottle will be available for purchase. And as you progress throughout the different chapters, the tokens from the previous chapter will still be available to purchase. So you will be able to acquire those throughout the entire event.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Okay, so community, we're calling on you to put an end to Maleficent's evil plans to curse the park and turn it into the place where nightmares come true. So again, get out there. As soon as the event starts, we want you to assemble your teams, send them out to challenge the tower, and let's put an end to Maleficent's plans. And so I guess that's it. So Will, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us during the live stream. This is your first live stream for Disney Magic Kingdoms.
It is.
I think you did a great job. The community, I think, appreciates all the information that you gave them.
Thank you.
And let's give Will some love. And I'm going to give you a thumbs up, community. And thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next time for our next live stream. Have a good day.
Thank you.